This ain't it. Black AF. So, Black AF is the latest black sitcom on Netflix. It's centered around a well off black family and attempts to explore their relationships, parenting, and them adjusting to their overall newfound success. I like the attempt they had at trying to make a uncensored black show. The idea of a father being the head of household, trying to balance family life while also trying to deliver successful projects to people was an interesting take. There's a lot of kids in this show, and I like how they all had different personalities. We got to see a lot of them on camera, and it showed just how diverse they were separately and how much they clashed when they're together with their siblings. Kenya Barris is the creator and also stars in the show alongside Rashida Jones. They play husband and wife, and that's where my frustration begins. I couldn't quite nail down what type of relationship they were trying to promote. I understand that spouses fight, but one episode you're partying it up, talking about how you love each other, and then the next you have them arguing about how they feel like the other person's jealous of them. And that made it hard to get a pulse as to how they felt about each other. Similar to shows like Seinfeld, Kenya plays himself and he's aware of the projects that he's made. He gave us shows like Blackish, Grownish, Mixedish, all the ishes, and those shows really seem to overshadow this show, even though they're not a connected universe. By the time I finished the series, I really wondered how much creative impact he had on those projects compared to just this one. When I started watching the show, I was expecting something grown up and mature, something that would be uncensored and give us gems about family and just growing up in life. What they delivered is the exact opposite, and their priorities seem to be very self centered. I do think that Kenya casting himself as the dad was a big mistake. His character comes off very immature at times and doesn't really seem to be that vested in being a parent most of the time. When he does have scenes with his kids, he seems to be very dismissive and he's very rude to his wife as well, even when it comes to being in public and in front of their kids. And that's part of the reason why I wonder just how much creative impact he had in the shows like Blackish. Because when you watch this show, you can't help but to compare and see a lot of traits, but it's like a evil doppelganger version of those projects. In Blackish, Anthony Anderson's character is more of a father figure and he's very family oriented. Sure, you have episodes where he's rude to his kids, but he understands that he's wrong and he tries to make those amends and he does apologize and knows when he's wrong. And when it comes to the marriage aspect of that show, they're more of a partnership than just two people that are envious of each other. And unlike that, we don't really get that in this show. If the goal of this show is to show how divorces are made, they do a really good job. If not, I think they've missed the mark quite a bit overall. It seems poorly written. When the kids are in scenes with the parents or the parents are talking to each other, they just seem to be rambling. They don't really say anything of substance, and nothing really pushes the show forward and promotes growth. The show isn't 100% bad. There are a handful of episodes that I thought were cool and a nice amount of scenes that were nice, like the Tyler Perry episode, but it was more of Tyler Perry making that episode better than Kenya's character. And that seems to be the running problem overall. All in all, I'd say this is one of my least favorite black shows. I put it slightly above the Carmichael show, but it's nowhere near as good as shows like Marlon. It really felt like a glorified episode of MTV Cribs. They spend more time talking about their jewelry, cars, clothes, and beating each other down that they don't really promote quality characters or get us vested in each person that they're promoting. This is definitely a poor man's version of Blackish. The jokes are cringy, and the black facts are backhanded compliments. The only characters I really liked were a couple of the kids and Rashida Jones's character, but I only really liked her because her husband was beating her up, and I had no choice but be remorseful towards her character. I'd say Black AF is a terrible waste of time, money, and good spirits. Hoping there's no season 2. Have you seen Black AF? What'd you think about it? Did you like the show? Let me know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and attack the comments section. Now I must be going. I'm off to watch the Monopoly episode of Blackish. Peace.